Hey there, and welcome to this introduction video about Glitched File Server. Glitched File Server is like AWS S3 storage, but without all the hus. It's not that complicated. It's lean and mean. You upload a file, you generate a link, and that's it. These links are what's here called an alias. Aliases can be public, which means that anyone who gets a hold on it may download the underlying file, or password protected. Password protected aliases are cool. They shove an extra step between opening the link and downloading the file. Users trying to download the underlying file must enter the correct password in the browser first. So let's log into the Glitched File Server instance very quickly. Now this server message here you can customize with the glitchedfileserver.login message file inside your server's data folder. Anyway, this is the user profile on the Glitched File Server dashboard. In here you can change your username, your password, and some of the things you can't change, at least not with a standard user account. Only administrators of the Glitched File Server instance can change stuff like expiration. A user who is expired will be immediately deleted from the Glitched File Server without any trace, and so are all of his or her files. The max quota, which is the total amount of megabytes that the user can allocate in terms of files, and enable and disable the two-factor authentication. That's always recommended. You should always use two-factor authentication. And a very dangerous red button that allows you to delete your user account. Again, this will delete every single file associated with this Glitched File Server user account. And then there's the files. Here you have all your files that are associated with your Glitched File Server account. You can search for your file with this search function here. And every file entry you can open up, and the context menu essentially looks like this. In here you can inspect read-only properties such as the file ID. This is the Glitched File Server instance's file ID. The SHA-256 checksum. The file name can be changed, but this is only the logical file name. In the server, actually only this is stored on disk. You can set a file expiration date after which the file is deleted. It's wiped from the server without any trace, and all of its aliases. You can also transfer the ownership of a file to another Glitched File Server instance user. To do that, just enter the new file owner's username here and confirm your action. Note that ownership modifications are irreversible, it says it here, unless the new file owner decides to reassign you as the file's owner. So double check before transferring file ownership. In the aliases menu, you can create an alias for this file. And usually a very short random string is generated here for you, but you can obviously pick custom aliases which must be unique for the whole Glitched File Server instance. So you can't have like test.zip and then any other user also have test.zip. It must be unique. And also this is already entering the sensitive information type of topic. It's probably best to just keep the standard generated random string. You can optionally assign a password to the alias to protect it. As said before, this will, instead of directly download the file when accessing this link from the browser, make the user insert a password that must be correct and match this password here in the browser before downloading. And aliases, exactly like files themselves, can have expiration dates. So even if a file doesn't expire, you can still set an expiration date only to that download link. You can do that right here with this button and select a date. And then if this is ticked, once you confirm an alias, this alias will be copied to your clipboard automatically. And as you can see here, I'll just paste it here just for you to see. It will look like this. We'll have the base URL of your server. So this will be your server's domain name here, slash API slash v1 slash files slash your alias. Now let me delete this again since we don't need it anymore. Great. Now let's close this and let's demonstrate how to upload a file. That can be done easily here. You would select a file and then you would give it the name, expiration date, and upload. And that's everything. Once it's uploaded, it should automatically open the context menu for that file, from which you can then generate an alias, or rather a download link for others. You can then share that link with other people who can then directly download the file. Now let's also quickly get through how it looks like for administrators of the glitched server instance. There is always only one administrator, and usually it's called root. The username is root. Make sure as a server owner to always protect that password accordingly. It gives access to the whole server and every user, every file. So yeah, so let's log out again and set root, and then I should have those credentials here somewhere. Yep. Oh, damn it. Here we go. For user administrator accounts on the glitched file server dashboard, you have this additional button at the bottom of the interface, which when clicked will bring you to the admin panel. In the users menu, you can create new users, and users are never exposed to this list with their username. Those are kept secret actually. You can search by username, but only the first few digits of the checksum is displayed. So if you search for glitched polygons, which is a user on this server, you find the checksum here. By opening a user, you open essentially what they see on the dashboard. So you can also upload files as them and change files on their behalf, delete them, modify their max quota. So let's say some user contacts you that they need more space, you can do that in here. You can set them an expiration date or actually remove it. You can change their password, and you can change their username. Note that again here not the username is displayed, but if you decide to change their username, you will actually change the username to that value. It's only here that it's not displayed. You can disable their 2FA and so on. You can do essentially everything in here on their behalf. And let's go through the create new user interface here. Again, very lean and mean. You would set some username and give it a password. Optionally give them a user expiration day. I'll give them tomorrow as a user expiration date, and then a maximum file quota. They will not be able to upload more files than this limit here. So let's give 1 GB here, very generous. And that's it. This is more or less everything there's to know. If you have any questions, feel free to email me or use the contact field, the contact form on the Glitched Polygons website. And thanks for watching. Have a great time.